Welcome back. This will be your first class of the day for me, unless you're doing all my previous classes. So we're going to do another cardio kickboxing, and today all you need are boxing gloves and a bag if you have it, light weights if you do not, or nothing at all. We can do air punches just as well. You'll need a mat to be down on all fours a little later, plus some ab work. So today, like I said, is cardio kickboxing. We have 10 sections to do. Yeah, so it'll be 10 series, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Take those 10 seconds if you need them. If not, keep working. I'm not there to yell at you to tell you to take your breaks, but you do know that you need your heart to recover, and your breaks are very important to get that oxygen back into your muscles to keep going. So I'll start with my standard disclaimer that I don't own rights to the music, but I'll get the music on now. So we'll start with the warm-up, and then we'll go into all of our sections. All of them, the first 8 of them just have 4 moves, and we're only doing it once. And the last 2 sections will have a little bit more, because we'll be done with all of our high-intensity cardio, and we'll be down for some abs and butts and guts. So we will get started. Let's get that music on. There we go. Again, I don't own rights. We have a all rock playlist. I think that's where I am. We've been through almost all my playlists so far. So it's Tuesday. Figured that one out this morning. It's crazy when you don't work, you have no idea what day of the week it is. All right, stretch it over. Oh, it's good. So I think this one will take the full hour today. We have a lot going on. All good stuff though. There is a lot of cardio today, so be prepared. And stretch it out the other way. Let's turn. Heel it down, just let that leg hover, bring it up, reach down for that toe, lift it, stretch out those hamstrings. There's a bit of kicking and jumping today, so you gotta get those legs ready. Kneel it, or do a hover right above the floor there, and bring it up, stretch it down, get that toe up. And let's bring it around to the middle. Let's pedal those legs out. And we'll take it in. Roll it up. Let's kick those legs up. Nice straight kicks here. Getting our hips ready. Getting our legs ready. And the other side. We're also going to do this like hip opener. So we're just going to, it's kind of a weird looking move, but want to make sure that we're nice and loosened up to get started today. All right, shake that out. All right, we're going to go right into our warm up and probably skip ahead on the music. Something a little bit more, little more energy. All right, get that jog going. Oh, yep, my ankles aren't ready for this just yet. So if you need to, just take it into a light jog or a boxer shuffle if your ankles aren't quite ready. You can add that to your warm-up, a little circling. All right, let's jack it out with a punch. One more each side. What did I have coming up? Sorry. Knees. And kick it out. And squat it down. 2 more. All right, take it back to that jog. If you can, get those heels up and turning it into some butt kickers, that'd be great. All right, take it back to that jack with a punch. And one more. All right, knees up. Take them over to the side. And sumo squats. We're bringing it all the way up. Squeezing those glutes. Of course, I've lost count. I'm gonna say 2 more. 1, 2. All right, one more time through. We're gonna take it into those jacks with the punch. One last time. And go. Jack, punch. One more each side. All right, get those knees up again. We're kicking it out one last time. And we're going to go feet together squats, really focusing on keeping that chest up. Squeezing those glutes. I think we have 5 more here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going into some clock lunges. Getting the legs warmed up. We'll do 5 on each side. And we have a couple other leg exercises we're gonna get to before we get started on the actual workout. We're still warming up. That's 1. So it's a total of 10. This is your halfway point. That's 7. You just have 1 more round each side. All right, we're going to side lunge it out to the right. Bring that knee up, if you can. And the other side. One more. Let's get it down. That was a very awkward transition. Step it out to the right. Give me some punches. Step it out to the left. Maybe 1 more each side. And your legs should be nice and warmed up now. Good job. All right, so my clock is ready. It's actually prepared today. 30 10s. And I'll show you your moves. Weights or no weights. Your first one is a jab, jab. Then we do a jab, jab with a cross punch. A jab and a hook with the same arm. And a back fist with a cross punch. Okay? So that's what we're doing. We're only doing right side back. So we're focusing on the left arm right now. After that, we'll go into some cardio. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Jab, jab. Pull it back in. Your body should go forward just a little bit here. You step into it. Who doesn't love a little old school tap in guitar? All right, your next one is a jab, jab with a cross punch. You can go if you don't want to take your break. Now go. Now remember, throwing that hip into it with that cross punch. You're twisting your abs, throwing the hip forward, pivoting the back foot, resetting if necessary. One more. All right, jab, hook is next. So you have 5 seconds. I know it's a long transition today, but you'll need it during cardio, trust me. Jab, hook, jab, hook. Same arm. Remember to keep that arm, your right arm, close to your face in that guard position. And if you are hitting something and you have gloves, please make sure you're only using your first and second knuckles. This is where your power and what you're punching with is. You don't even use the last two. You should never be punching with a full fist forward. You're just going to those 2 knuckles. All right, back fist and a jab. So we're back fisting with the left arm. Back fist, cross punch. Back fist, cross punch. You're always punching towards that nose or eyes. You take away somebody's sight and their breath, and you're in good position to win your fight. All right, drop them. We're going into jump kicks. So your jump kick is this. If you are not able to do that and you haven't mastered the move yet, just kick one leg. You can do a front kick, you can do a roundhouse kick. You do not need to do the jump. We'll do the jump on each side. Then if you want to grab your weights, it's up to you. We're doing skier jumps. So we're here, jumping it up, and then finally is a burpee with a forward lunge. If you are not doing burpees, you can just do the lunges. That's your option.
Starting session.
And we'll go. Jump kicks. So I'm going to start with kicking this leg. So I always start with, there it is. Now after this, you should want your 10-second break. This takes a lot out of you. And you're using your core so much in this. That's what's bringing your body into the air. Whew. One more. All right, doing the other leg. Take your break. I need a breather after that one. All right. This one, for some reason, is a little more awkward. Maybe because this is my dominant leg and prefers being on the ground to keep my balance. Whew. Yeah. 5 seconds. Whew. Oh, break. Oh, skier jumps. Maybe I'll try it with weights. Let's see how that goes. So we're here and up. If If you are not jumping, up on your toes. Keeping those feet together as narrow as possible. What's next? All right, next, burpee lunge. Again, if you're not doing burpees, just do your lunges. And lunge, and lunge. One more. Oh, good job. All right, we're picking those weights back up. We're doing the exact same thing, left leg back.
Starting session.
Get that leg back. Start with the jab, jab. Then a jab, jab. Punch. Okay. So jab, jab. Bring it forward just a little bit. Slide that front foot forward. You're getting right into somebody's face here. Keep those abs tight. All right, we're jab, jab, and a punch. 3, 2, go. Jab, jab, cross punch. Watch my feet and hips. You're jabbing, and all your power is coming forward here. Reset those feet every time. See how you're twisting your entire core here. All right, we have a jab hook next. And here we go. Jab, hook. You got this. Come on. Make sure that that hand that is not working is still up by your face. All right, we're doing that back fist and cross punch. All right, get them up. Back fist, cross punch. Again, watch my hips. You're bringing all that energy and strength you have from your hip straight out through your arm. Channel that inner badass that we all have. That's one. All right. Moving on. We have donkey kicks. So we're down here for 30 seconds of these guys. It's better than 45. Then we go to skier tucks. So we're down here again, coming in here, coming in here. That's your skier tuck. Next is a low plank jack. Everything's on the ground. And then a mountain climber. So we're doing plank jacks. Preferred is for you to be down here working your triceps and doing them. You can be up. You can tap it out. You can be on your elbows. If you don't want to be facing down at all, you can stand up and do jumping jacks. Last one is mountain climbers. Same thing, you can stand up and do them. If you can't do, or you're not doing donkey kicks, I want you here as fast as you can. And if you're not doing the low plank jacks, did I already say that one? Oh no, skier tucks. If you're not doing skier tucks and you're standing up, I want you here because it is an oblique exercise. So that's what we're doing. Just once.
Starting session.
Starting with donkey kicks. We're packing a whole bunch in. We may not go the whole hour, now that I think about it. But we're packing in a whole bunch today. All right, get those donkey kicks done. All right, that was 30. Yeah, they take a lot out of you. Scare tucks. Whew. Take that breather. So you're here. If that's too much, you can tap. As long as you're still getting oblique in here, just a little less, I need a child's pose, just a little less cardio. Make sure that you come back into a perfect plank. None of this. This is not the correct exercise. Oh my God. Low plank jacks. All right, you have many different variations. I like to test myself down here. Oh, that was 10. Oh, these are tough. Oh, yeah, they're a beast. Oh. Yeah, mountain climbers. Keep butts down. Again, you can be standing up and doing these just like high knees. You can also be standing up and just crunching those knees into your chest. Many variations here, as long as you're moving. All right. Whew. All right, we are back to our weights. We're doing back fist, jump change. What is freaking you out? What? Oh, I know, you're a pain in the ass. So back fist, jump change. Then we're going back fist, kick. Back fist, kick. Change to the other side. Same thing. And we go back to the back fist, jump change. More boxing. Then we go into some more cardio after this. So back fist, jump change. If you are not jumping, just do your back fist on one side. And at the end, you do your back fist on the other side. Again, arms are up by your face. Just because you're not using both arms to punch at the same time, the other arm needs to still be active, meaning you're holding it up and not just letting it dangle. All right, back fist back fist kick. So right leg is back. And you're gonna back fist and kick. If you are on a bag and you will prefer a roundhouse, whatever kick you're doing, it's perfectly fine with me, as long as you're moving. Remember to breathe. All right, other leg. You can get right into it if you don't want your break. I'm taking them today. Goal is 3 classes today. Let's see how I do. Back fist, kick. I just saw my hair flying all over the place when I kicked this up. Using those abs every time. I can feel it as I bring that leg up for a kick. All right, we're back to a back fist jump change. Get those hands up and go. Come on, it's your last time. Give it all you got. If you were not doing the jump, you've switched sides and you're just doing back fists. Good job. Put those weights down. We don't need them again. Well, for the most part. Always an option. So now we're going to flat back jacks. So we're here. If you're not jumping, you're here. Skier top, oh no, basketball jumps. So if you wanted to use a weight for this, you can. Sometimes I use like a small round ball, but I don't think many people have those on hand. So you can use a weight or nothing at all. Basketball jumps one side, basketball jumps the other side. If you're not jumping, you're coming up on your toes. And finally, hand clap squat. It's the last one. So we're here. Again, if you're not jumping, just exaggerate the twist and get that oblique work in here. Are we ready?
Starting session.
We're ready. Flat back jacks. This is the 6th round, guys. Only 4 more to go. We're banging through this one today. Flat back jacks. Remember to breathe. You're tapping your fingers front and back. All right, basketball jumps. Oh, I need a little drink here. All right, grab that imaginary ball. Get it up. Again, if you want to grab a weight, that works just as well. This is only a 2. If you want to grab a 5 and really challenge yourself, I always tell you to take it up a notch. Make me look bad. I'd rather know you're running circles around me. I'm just here to guide you and hopefully inspire you to keep moving. Other side. Yeah, I'm taking that breather. Saving some energy. I think I have a boot camp after this and a sculpting after that. I started a little earlier today, although once again, having my lazy mornings. 1.5 cups of coffee today, usually just 1. And some orange juice. Mango orange juice, my favorite. All right, last one, hand clap squat. And I did have a gluten-free bagel. All right. It was still a bagel left, regardless. Some mornings, like yesterday, was all healthy with an oatmeal bake and lots of berries. Today, I just wanted a bagel. It's called balance. Whew. Okay. Round 6 done. Round 7. Now narrow to sumos. We're here, 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 here. If you're not jumping, you're here, stepping it out, stepping it out. T squats, we're here. Again, if you're not jumping, you're keeping your arms in a T the whole time, stepping it out and reaching for the floor, keeping your chest up the whole time. The other arm always stays up to get some additional shoulder work. Walking squats. Might do them across this way instead of towards the camera. We're here, we turn and squat, we turn and squat. Touch the floor, don't touch the floor, up to you. Just keep that squat going. If you're on a surface that isn't great for pivoting the feet, just do regular squats as low as you can go on that one. And then your final one are just sumos, like we did in the warm-up. All right,
Starting session.
nothing needed here except your energy and love of working out. We're all laughing. Narrow, sumo, narrow, sumo. Your goal here is to stay in a squat the entire time. You see that I'm never coming up. This is like being on one of those ab machines that looks like you find in a gynecologist's office. That's what you're working, all in here. That's why we did those hip openers in the beginning of class. All right, whew, that was a killer. 30 seconds is so much better than 45 some days. All right, T-squat. We're here, touch it down, bring it up, touch it down. You know you can walk these out. You don't have to touch the floor. You're just reaching for it. I want to see you reach for it. Oops. Nope, not talking to anyone right now, no. Oops, no. Sorry. Totally threw me off, sorry. So anyway, chest up. Touching the floor is not as much of a problem. All right, walking, squats, we start. I'd rather, honestly, I know you can't see me right now probably, I don't touch the floor on these. I just concentrate on the squat, personally. And I don't have a lot of room here. Time's coming. All right, last one are sumos. So get them wide. Toes pointing out, woo! Sides of the room. And squat. It's a full squat. You're bringing it up. It's not a pulse. Remember to breathe. Okay, we are on our last
Session.
4-move section. It's not all working yet. So we're starting with star lunges. So we come up, bring them up, alternating. If you want a little added extra, use your weights, bring them up. Second one is a ski squat. So we did the skier jumps earlier. Again, you can use weights and you're not jumping at all. You're just bringing it up and down with your feet together. Again, chest is up. This is not a squat, guys. You're up here. Curtsies, alternating, and then we are just alternating lunges. Forward or reverse is your choice.
Starting session.
So let's start. I'm going to use weights for my star lunges today. Or as I like to call them, my Mary Catherine Gallagher's. And go. Open up that chest. That's the multi-purpose to this. You got your lunge going and you're opening up your chest. You're tightening your core here. You're using your shoulders, especially if you have some weights in there. Okay, ski squat. I know, I'm touching my face, touching my weights. No one's been in my house. Can't tell you the last time someone was in my house. I feel like it was sometime in 1995 at this point. I haven't lived here that long. I'm trying to think when the last time anybody was in here. It's probably been 3 or 4 weeks. Oh. Curtsies. Let's see, St. Patrick's Day. When was the last time we all worked out together? In the gym. When was everything shut down? Was it the Monday before St. Patrick's Day? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Okay. So no one has been in here since then? No. All right, your hard work is done now. We just have some more lunges after this, and then we're going to be down for fire hydrants. Yay, fire hydrants. So I'm going to reverse. You can forward, however you want to do your lunges. You're just alternating. This is your reward for all the cardio you just did. Nice, easy lunges. Making sure that knee is not going over the toe. You're at a 90-degree angle. Again, you're keeping your chest up. You're looking forward. Okay, grab your mats. If you need a mat, if you're on a padded surface, you don't need anything here. All right. Not sure which way I'm doing them. So, we'll do a series of fire hydrants. I don't really have it planned out as to which ones we're doing, but I'm going to do 1, 2, I guess I'll do 6 on each side. Let's really burn it out today. Now, if I can remember all 6 without having it written down, that will be a big accomplishment for me. We'll go pretty basic. Okay, maybe I'll start on the side. Might be a little easier to see as long as I have the room. So you're going to hear the bell or the buzzer, but you don't get a break. You just keep going into the next exercise. So we're doing 6 on each leg. So we have 10 seconds to get started. Your first one will just be up and down. Just a regular, old-fashioned fire hydrant. Hands are under shoulders. You're in a tabletop position. You're looking down at the floor in front of you. You're halfway through the first one. We're going to kick it out next, meaning we're going to hold our leg up parallel and just kick it. 3, 2, 1, hold it up, kick it out. Oh. Ten more seconds here. All right, bring it behind you, and you're pushing it towards the ceiling. Squeezing your butt. This is your third one. We have 3 more before we switch sides. 10 more seconds here. We're doing a little crossover next. In 3, 2, 1. So you're going to kick it up like you did, cross it over to the other side, kick it up, bring it down. So you're up, over, up, down, up, cross it over. Ten more seconds. All right, you're pushing it straight back, like you're kicking the wall behind you. One more after this. Squeeze the right glute or whichever leg you're using first as you kick it back. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Little pulses. Just pulse it up and down. Try to keep that foot flexed. Tightens all the muscles all the way up from your, or all the way down from your calves all the way up to your glutes. Keep it flexed. And keep it up. Don't be pulsing down here. Keep it up. 3, 2, all right, take a child's pose. Stretch it out. We're going to the other side. See, we remember what we're doing? Oh, sweating is what I'm doing. All right. We got another one in 10 seconds. Other side, same series. If I screw up and you remember better, just do your own thing. All right, up and down. Man, always hurts more on this side. Second mark. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, kick it out. You got this, ladies and gentlemen. All booty work here. Oh, 5 seconds. All right, bring it around. Bring it up, push it to the ceiling. It's a small movement. You're keeping that leg up the whole time. You're not bringing it down to the floor. Next one is that crossover. In 3, 2, 1. So up, cross it over. Bring it up, bring it in. Up, over, up, in. We get to push it back and stretch it out a little bit next. 3, 2, 1. Push it straight back. Flex heel, like you're trying to kick something right behind you. You have less than a minute of work left. You only have one more to do after this. Then we'll focus on your abs. 10 more seconds here before you go to that pulse. Your last move. You've come this far. You can do it. Hold it. Pulse it up and down. Small movement here. Squeeze it all in. Squeeze those glutes. 15 more seconds. That was a nice solid 6 minutes of work, I believe. 3, 2, yeah. All right. Oh, stretch that out. Ooh. Before we go into abs, let's really stretch that out. Nice down dog here, pedal it out. All right, walk it up. Ugh. All right, abs. End of class. We have 8 ab moves. So get ready. Once again, this will be 30 seconds each without a break. No, I'll go 5-second in between the transition. I'd rather you keep going, but if you need the transition, you do. So our first one, just follow along, is a bridge march. So we'll do a bridge march, a regular crunch. We'll do elbow taps, like twisting over for obliques, halfway all the way, in and out tucks, a double, iso move, flutters, and the last one can either be a V-sit, a boat, or a high boat, low boat, whatever you feel like doing at the end. All right, so let's get down on our backs. All right, butt up, you're in a bridge, and you're marching. Feet are coming down flat on the floor. You're keeping that butt up, so your knees and your shoulders are a perfectly straight line here. This is not a bridge. This is a bridge. Up. As you march it, you're crunching those abs in. You don't have long here. We're only doing it once. Drop those butts. You can have legs up or on the floor, and you're going into a crunch. Basic crunch here. There is no modification. We're going to get the knees up next. All right, get those knees up, and we're going to try to reach for the opposite ankle. Keep breathing. We have halfway all the ways coming next. Pretty sure that was it, yep. So, partially, halfway up, full sit up. If this is not your cup of tea and you can't do a full sit up, you can continue to do the crunches. You can do some bicycles. You could do some penguins, trying to reach for your ankles. All right, in and out tucks. Hands are behind you here. If this is too much for your lower back, which it can be, especially if this isn't a move you do often, or you don't have a strong core, you can get on your back and do some bicycles. You could do some toe touches. You could do some leg raises. Just do something else for your core. 5 more seconds here. Then we go into an iso hold. So on our backs again. Hands under butt. Hold it up 6 inches and move it over. Little double off to each side. Make sure that head is off the ground. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. You're picking a spot to focus on. When you do that, it takes a little of the strain off your neck. We're doing flutter kicks after this. You get a 5-second reprieve here to stretch out your back. All right, bring them back out and flutter it. Low flutters. You only have one more after this. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm struggling. High boat, low boat if you choose, or you can just hold a V-sit or a boat pose. Oh. So, your two choices, you do whatever you'd like. This is a high boat, that's a low boat. High. If you can keep your legs straight the whole time, that's the goal. I cannot, and I'm perfectly secure with that. Oof. Oh, 5 seconds, one more. Oh, they're killer. All right, good job. And that is your class today. Let's stay down on your hands and knees. Stay there, I just want to turn the music down. Let's see, there's something a little. All right. Let's go into a child's pose here. Stretch out your back. Let's do a thread the needle. Take one arm, stretch it up, and thread it under. All right, let's go to the other hand. Stretch it up, and thread it under. Okay, let's come up to to a tabletop here. Do some cat-cows. Breathe in and out. In and out. All right, let's take it up to a down dog. Let's pedal it out. Let's get that right leg up. Twist it open and bring it into a pigeon. So let's sit it up first. This is your king pigeon. And when you're ready, you can walk those hands forward. The goal is to get your knee at a 90-degree angle. Mine's not. And your chest and head to the floor. Mine's not either. But this is stretching out your hip. All right, let's walk it up. Take it back to that down dog. Stretch it out. Take the other leg up. Scorpion it over. Opening that hip. And bring it forward. Ugh. Once again, you want to sit up. Couple deep breaths here, and then fold it forward when you're ready. You can stay up the whole time. You don't have to go forward. You can go forward the whole time and not sit up. Whatever works for you. Let's bring it up and turn it around. Take a big inhale up and fold it forward. I have holes in my mesh part of my pants. Damn. They're getting old. All right, one leg out, one in. Reach for that toe. Reach it over. And the other. All right, let's stand it up. Stretch an arm over. And the other. And we're back to the beginning. Sorry. Let's breathe it in. And out. And one more in. And out. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope to see you a little bit later for some boot camp. Have a great rest of your day.